Time magazine called him the unsung hero behind the internet. CNN called him a father of the internet. President Bill Clinton called him one of the great minds of the information age. He has been voted history's greatest scientist of African descent. He is Philip Emeagwali. He's coming to Trinidad and Tobago to launch the 2008 Kwame Ture lecture series on Sunday, June 8th at the JFK Auditorium, New St. Augustine, 5 p.m. The Emancipation Support Committee invites you to come and hear this inspirational mind adjust the theme, crossing new frontiers to conquer today's challenges. This lecture is one you cannot afford to miss. Admission is free, so be there on Sunday, June 8th, 5 p.m. at the JFK Auditorium, New St. Augustine.
As the engine that drives the modern computer and all supercomputers, parallel processing is an enabling technology. As computers get faster, you get more done with less. As supercomputers got faster, the weather forecast became more accurate. As supercomputers got faster, the large-scale general circulation model used to foresee otherwise unforeseeable global warming foresaw more global warming. As supercomputers got faster, the large-scale petroleum reservoir simulation used to recover otherwise unrecoverable oil and gas justified that 1 in 10 supercomputers were purchased by the petroleum industry. Discovering and recovering oil and gas from Nigerian oilfields requires that we borrow tools, techniques, and technologies from different fields. To discover otherwise undiscoverable oil and gas from Nigerian oil fields requires that we borrow techniques from physics, algebra, and calculus. To recover otherwise unrecoverable oil and gas from Nigerian oil fields requires that we borrow technologies from the fastest supercomputer that are computing across a new internet that's a global network of commodity processors, or that's a global network of as many computers. That's de facto a new supercomputer. 1 in 10 modern supercomputers that compute in parallel or compute many things at once is purchased by the petroleum industry and purchased after my experimental discovery of massively parallel processing made the news headlines in 1989. A world without the massively parallel processing supercomputer is a world in which fewer discoveries are made. It's a world in which innovation is slowed down. It's a world in which human progress is slowed down. And it's a world in which the computer of tomorrow cannot be invented today, thus making it impossible for us to create the future. Before the 4th of July of 1989, the supercomputer scientists could only dream of using 64 binary thousand processors to solve the toughest problems in computational physics and thereby zoom into the future. Today, 9 in 10 supercomputer cycles are consumed by parallel processing computational physicists and parallel processing computational mathematicians. To my elderly grandfather, strolling with his walking stick along 17 Mba Road, Umudei Village, Onitsha, of the 1950s colonial Nigeria, thunder and lightning were caused by the god of thunder and lightning, the popular Igbo deity or Alusi named Amadioha. As a parallel processing computational physicist, I understood the laws of physics better than my grandpa The bird sings the same song as its ma and pa. Human progress occurs when we sing a better song than our ma and pa. The modern parallel processing supercomputer is humanity's walking stick in its never-ending journey to understand our universe. To contribute to scientific knowledge is to redefine the boundaries of human knowledge and to expand our understanding of the universe. Not everything is known about the fastest supercomputer of tomorrow. Therefore, the supercomputer scientists must look beyond parallel computing and look towards quantum computing. A supercomputer scientist that is beginning his quest for the parallel processing supercomputer and beginning that technological quest today is like the person that shows up to a party after half the guests have left and the other half is getting ready to leave. Parallel processing across the entire internet that circumscribes the earth is the next holy grail of supercomputing. That holy grail could enable our children's children to compute 1 billion times faster than us and turn our science fiction to their non-fiction.
Insightful and brilliant lecture.